Tony Fat's Pino wasn't your average crook. He carried himself with an air of quiet authority. His mind, however, was a whirlwind of schemes and strategies. Tony believed in meticulous planning. He lived by the mantra of patience and precision. These principles, he believed, were the keys to a successful heist. And Tony had his sights set on an audacious target, the Brink's armored car depot. Tony assembled his crew carefully. Each man was chosen for his unique skills and unwavering loyalty. There was Specs, the master of disguises, Mikey the Shiv Donato, a man who could crack any safe, and Frankie the Owl Lombardi, the getaway driver, cool under pressure. Together, they would become a force to be reckoned with, their target a mountain of cash ripe for the taking. Planning was Tony's forte. He studied the Brink's depot for months. Every guard, every routine, every camera angle was meticulously documented. The team practiced their roles with military precision. Disguises were crafted and perfected. Their movements were choreographed to the second. Tony left nothing to chance. He knew that success hinged on their ability to move like phantoms, silent and unseen. They would be in and out before anyone knew what hit them. Their planning sessions were intense, fueled by black coffee and cheap cigarettes. The air crackled with anticipation and a shared sense of purpose. This was their masterpiece, a symphony of crime in the making. The night of the heist arrived, cloaked in a blanket of fog. The team, disguised as maintenance workers, slipped into the Brink's depot. Their movements were fluid, practiced. Guards were neutralized swiftly and silently. The vault door, no match for Mikey's expertise, swung open with a groan. Bags were filled with cash, each man working with practiced efficiency. Tony, his heart pounding with adrenaline, kept a watchful eye on the clock. They were in and out within 20 minutes. It was a textbook operation, executed with surgical precision. As they disappeared into the night, a sense of exhilaration washed over them. They had pulled it off. They were legends. The aftermath of the heist brought a different kind of pressure. The loot was stashed, divided equally. They had to lay low, avoid any unnecessary attention. Tony, ever cautious, enforced a strict code of silence. They were to live modestly, blend in. Paranoia became their constant companion. The thrill of the heist was replaced by a gnawing fear of capture. Every siren, every knock at the door sent shivers down their spines. They were ghosts, haunting the edges of their former lives. The pressure, immense and unrelenting, began to take its toll. Section 5. The cracks appear. Paranoia grips the gang. Time, once their ally, became their enemy. The pressure cooker of their secret began to warp their relationships. Trust, once absolute, eroded into suspicion. Whispers of betrayal slithered through their ranks. Tony, sensing the shift, tried to maintain order, but the seeds of doubt had been sown. Frankie, haunted by nightmares, grew reckless. Mikey, unable to resist the lure of easy money, started gambling again. Their carefully constructed facade began to crumble. Tony knew that their time was running out. They were living on borrowed time, and he feared the inevitable reckoning that awaited them. Section 6. The betrayal, Specs, and the informant's bargain. The blow came from an unexpected quarter. Specs. Driven by desperation and a secret gambling debt, he made a deal with the devil. He became an informant, trading his freedom for theirs. Specs, the master of disguise, had crafted his most convincing role yet, the betrayer. The information he provided was devastatingly precise. Police raids were planned, nets cast to ensnare them. Tony, his world crashing down around him, felt a surge of rage and a profound sense of betrayal. Specs, his trusted friend, had shattered their bond. He had become the architect of their downfall. Section 7. The Wall's close-in arrests, trials, and convictions. The arrests were swift and brutal. One by one, the gang was rounded up. Mikey resisted, going down in a hail of gunfire. Frankie, cornered and desperate, chose suicide over capture. Tony, resigned to his fate, surrendered peacefully. Their reign was over. The trial was a media frenzy. The story of the Brink's heist captured the public's imagination. The prosecution, armed with Specs' testimony, presented a damning case. Tony, maintaining his silence, refused to cooperate. He knew the game was rigged. The jury, swayed by the evidence and the prosecution's closing arguments, delivered a swift verdict: guilty. Section 8. Life sentences and reflections, Tony's prison years. Sentenced to life imprisonment, Tony disappeared into the labyrinthine depths of Alcatraz. He became a number, a ghost in a world of concrete and steel bars. The years stretched before him, an endless expanse of regret and contemplation. He thought about his choices, the thrill of the heist, the sting of betrayal. In the solitude of his cell, Tony came to understand the true cost of his actions. He had traded his freedom for a fleeting moment of triumph. He had placed his trust in the wrong hands. His meticulous planning, his unwavering belief in precision, had ultimately been his undoing. It was a bitter pill to swallow. Section 9. A legacy of daring and downfall, the Brink's heist remembered. The Brink's heist, a testament to daring and meticulous planning, became a cautionary tale. It served as a reminder that even the most perfectly crafted plans could crumble under the weight of human fallibility. Tony Fat's Pino, the mastermind behind it all, became a legend whispered in hushed tones. His story, a blend of ambition, betrayal, and regret, continues to fascinate and intrigue. It serves as a stark reminder that the pursuit of illicit riches often comes at a steep price, and that even the most carefully constructed empires of crime can be reduced to rubble by the treacherous hand of fate.